Ace Podcast.
Hello everyone, this is DK from Vaguely Accurate, and you're listening to Don't Wake the Kids on the Ace Podcast Network.
Hey guys, welcome back to Don't Wake the Kids, or welcome for the first time if you've never been here before. I'm Randall. Today, I'm alone. Chris isn't here. Some scheduling difficulties with his work and whatnot, so I'm by myself, all on my lonesome. Don't really have much of a show planned. I do have some announcements and stuff though, so hang out for that. This will be a short one. I also have kind of a fun little bonus here. At the end of the episode, I'm going to play... I guess I'll give a little backstory on that first. The other night, my wife was working. She was live on Facebook and had a couple hundred people watching her. And I was in my son's room reading him a bedtime story. When I read my kids' bedtime stories, I always use voices. And sometimes they can get a little loud, especially with Dr. Seuss books. I tend to pick up the volume a little bit. And then I look up and I can see her camera peeking around the corner. So she live streamed me reading to my son in my dumb voices. And several of the people watching are patrons. They donate to the Patreon, and they have requested that I record a children's story with voices and all. So I'm going to do that on video and upload it to the Patreon. So anyone that donates to the Patreon will get to see that. For the rest of you, sorry. You're going to have to donate to the Patreon to see it. But for everyone, my friend JR back, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 episodes ago, he was on my random phone call episode. He sent me the recording, and I'm going to play it. I'm going to put it in here exactly how he sent it. I'm not going to edit a thing because it is all adorable. It's perfect. It's perfect as it is. But I'm going to play that for you guys here at the end of the episode, just because it's fun. It's fun, and you should play it for your kids. They'll get a kick out of it. Maybe not being able to see the pictures will affect that, but I don't know. It's still fun. He does a lot of cool voices. I guess I can jump right into telling you all about the new Don't Wake the Kids merch. If you have Facebook or Instagram and you follow the page, then I'm sure you've seen it. Or maybe not, because Facebook's algorithm on showing you pages is fucking garbage. But if you haven't seen it, it's dwtk.threadless.com. You can get on there, and here, I'm going to pull it up here. Let's see. So there are 5 departments. You can get men's, women's, kids, home, and accessories. As of right now, I have 2 separate designs. One is just the black logo like you see on your podcast player. And the other one is an inverted version of that, where you're looking at it and everything that's in white is actually in black. And so if you have a black background, it's just like the outline. I don't know. Get on the website and check it out. You'll know what I mean when you see it. But under men's, there's shirts, several different types of shirts, hoodies, tank tops. We've got lounge pants. The lounge pants do only come in the reverse logo because they're black pants. And same for women's. There's a bunch of shirts and hoodies and the pants. Nice stuff. The kids, you've just got your kids' t-shirts and some baby onesies. Cute stuff. Also, there is, under the home section, there's different prints you can get of the logo if you want. I'm not really sure if anybody out there loves this show so much that they've just got to get the the logo in an art print. But there's several different types you can do for that. But they've also got 2 types of blankets. There's a fleece and like a, I don't know, looks like a sheepskin or something blanket. There's a duvet. You can get all the way from a king down to a twin-size duvet cover in the Don't Wake the Kids logo. That just cracks me up. The thought of someone sleeping with the logo to my podcast on their bed makes me laugh. I doubt it'll ever happen because they're kind of pricey, but it's funny to me. You can also get shower curtains, rug, tapestry. I said that word kind of weird. Tapestry. Am I Canadian all of a sudden? There's a tapestry, throw pillow, bath mat, all kinds of stuff on the home section. And then accessories like phone case, There's a coffee mug. There's actually 3 different types of coffee mugs. There's a water bottle, a messenger bag, a notebook. There's several types of notebooks. Zip up pouch, I guess, for carrying change. I'm not really sure. I'm sure you could figure something out. And a beach towel. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. And the prices are not that bad. I will say I don't really make any money off of this. I get a very, very, very small percentage of it because I don't have anything to do with making them or shipping them out. It's all through threadless.com. I basically give them the artwork and they turn it into the merchandise and they ship it out. They handle everything. So I get a very, very small percentage. But hey, every little bit helps to get me to that new recording interface that's going to take several months. But I digress. So everybody go to dwtk.threadless.com. Get you something nice. Get your lady something pretty. Oh, I'm an idiot tonight. I think I'm sleep deprived. Also, though, with that being said, I am doing a contest. There's only 3 rules. Anyone can enter. You go to facebook.com/don'twakethekids. Make sure you have liked and followed the page. And then buy anything from the DWTK merch site, dwtk.threadless.com. Get anything on there, whether it be a shirt or a phone case or a coffee mug, something. And take a picture of yourself with it, wearing it, using it, holding it. I don't care. Be creative. Share that on Facebook and tag the Don't Wake the Kids Facebook page in it. Make sure it's a public post, because if it's not public, I can't see it, so you cannot win. Everyone that enters will go into a drawing, and you will win something free from the merch page. I'm also looking for artists. So, like I said, I've only got the 2 images on there right now, the 2 different versions of the Don't Wake the Kids logo. Any of you that are artists, send me something. I don't know, if you have some idea for something that you think would be make a cool Don't Wake the Kids shirt or blanket or phone case, whatever. If you've got an idea for any kind of artwork that is Don't Wake the Kids related, it could have something to do with something we talked about or said on the show, or just, I don't know, anything, literally anything that you can put a Don't Wake the Kids spin on it. Send it over, and if it's cool enough, I will put it on the site, and you can make a little money off of it. That sounds awesome. I want to get as much cool merchandise on there as possible, because I just want a bunch of Don't Wake the Kids stuff out there. Like I said, I don't make much off of it, but the thought of everybody wearing my shirts and, walking around and people maybe asking, hey, what's that? It's cool. It's fun advertising. Also, something else that I need to get to here. I have to give a huge, and I can't stress enough, huge thank you to the new patrons on Patreon. We got several of you. Guy, Jordy, Lacey, Shelby. Thank you guys so much for donating. I really appreciate it. You have no idea what it means to me. At this point, there's several of you out there that donate to the Patreon, and you are helping me get to that new recording interface that I need it so bad. Since I've been sitting here, I literally only have just under 12 minutes recorded. That'll probably be around 11 because I've had to stop, and my audio, the recording just keeps failing and stopping on me because this interface that I'm using is garbage and it's dying. So thank you guys so much. Every month now I'm getting closer and closer to being able to buy the interface that I need. Since I mentioned the merch store, I know I've reached out to all of you. There's still a few of you I haven't heard from yet. If you haven't got me your shirt size and color, let me know. I'm going to get those out to you as soon as possible. And I'm hoping there's not too much of a background hum for you guys. I got a new air conditioning. I set up my own air conditioning duct to the studio, and it's pretty loud. I didn't realize how loud it was going to be. But I think that's about it. Like I said, I didn't really have much for this show. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging for another week. I hate when I miss a week. Not having someone to talk to, it really it makes it difficult. But I'm going to leave you here with JR reading to his daughters because, like I said, it's fucking adorable. And if you think it's funny, if you like it, you think it's cute, whatever, head over to the Patreon, donate $1 a month, and you will have access to me doing one very similar. I'm going to be making a video recording on the Patreon, as I mentioned earlier, of the story Not Your Typical Dragon. It's one of my favorites that I like to read to my kids, and it's just a lot of fun. I love that story. But yeah, here we go. Here is JR reading to his daughters.
Tonight we will be reading Martha Speaks by Susan Meddaugh.
Hey, but these an update or something?
No, they can sit there and listen with you.
Don't like that.
The day Helen gave Martha Dog her alphabet soup, something unusual happened. Martha's brain filled with letters. The letters in the soup went to Martha's brain instead of down to her stomach.
How did they go to the whole brain?
I don't know. I think we'll find out.
I don't think so.
That evening, Martha spoke.
Isn't it time for my dinner?
Martha's family had many questions to ask her. Of course, she had a lot to tell them.
Have you always understood what we were saying? You bet. Do you want to know what Benji is really saying? Why don't you come when we call? You people are so bossy. Come, sit, stay. You never say please.
Do dogs dream?
Day and night. This morning, I dreamed I was chasing a giant meatloaf. What's all this nonsense about pit bulls? Why do you drink out of the toilet? Lassie is not all that smart. Woof. Talk about changes in my diet.
So many words. Alphabet soup became a regular part of Martha's diet, and the family had a wonderful time surprising people, walking the dog, and always good for a laugh.
Yo, Rinty, good dog. How's the flea problem?
They ordered a pizza from a different restaurant every night.
How much do I owe you?
Said Martha.
The pizza lady dropped the pizza. She was scared the dog talked.
They taught Martha how to use the phone, but this was a mistake.
Hello? Acme Meat Company? I'd like to make an order. Acme Meat Company. That's fine. She ordered meat on the telephone.
Pretty soon, more than pizza was being delivered.
But I didn't order any barbecue. Look, they ordered a bunch of boxes from Acme. And the mom was wondering where it came from.
Family and friends were amazed.
Please pass the carcass. Carcass, good grief. It's a kid's book. Want to go for a walk, Granny?
Although there were those who doubted. There's no such thing as a talking dog, said this guy. Right there, he's all negative Nancy. Martha always had the last word.
Speak, Martha. Woof. Just kidding.
But there's a problem. Now that Martha could talk, there was no stopping her. She said exactly what was on her mind.
Why is that man so fat? He's a big guy. Look at him, he's big.
She made embarrassing comments.
Mom said that fruitcake you sent wasn't fit for a dog, but I thought it was delicious. Look at her face. She's like, you didn't like my fruitcake? Oh, my.
And she always told the truth. Who did this?
Helen did it. Oh, she told on the kids.
Occasionally, she wondered why her family was often mad at her. But she kept on talking. She talked through everyone's favorite TV shows.
I've seen this program. Want me to tell you what happens? The giant reptile did it, and the little kittens get blamed. But it's okay because Ninja Woman and Enviroman team up, and they save the little kitchen, and of course, the world, and
Shh. They shushed her. Except her own. Look, she doesn't talk during her show. She just talks during their show. She talked while they were trying to read. There's a poodle over on Circuit Street, and I really like to play with him. He's small, but what a dog. And speaking of small, I sure you are all curious about the early days of my life. Man, she just doesn't be quiet. She talked and talked. I was born in a back alley to a poor boy what does that say? I was born in a back alley to a poor but loving mother. Although she was a mixed breed, Mom was always determined to raise up puppies right, to give us a solid background before we went out into the world. And in 8 weeks, even before our eyes were open, Mom would say, "You're dogs, not cats. Don't ever forget that. Blah, 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 blah." I still remember the rules Mama gave us to live by. Number 1, beware of 2-year-old humans with clothing pins. Number 2, under the table is the very best place to be during a meal. Number 3, never mistake your human's leg for a tree. That was for my little brothers, of course. And number 4, if it's black and white and smells funny, it's not a cat. Don't chase it! And while we're on the subject, I understand cat, but I can't speak it. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, where was I? Oh, yes. Blah, 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 blah. And talked and talked. Did you know that my mother gave me a name before you did? She named all the puppies. I was 3. My sisters were 1, 6, and 7. My brothers were 2, 4, 5, and 8. I never did like 8 very much, but 6 was a lot of fun. Blah, blah, blah. I'll never forget my father's face when he saw all the puppies. "Boy, there's a lot of puppies," he said. "What a funny dog." Blah, 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 blah. Until the family could not stand it and said, "Martha, please! Shut up!" We don't say shut up, okay? I know it's in the book. "What's wrong?" asked Martha. "You talk too much," yelled Father. "You never stop!" yelled Mother. "Sometimes," said Helen, "I wish you had never learned to talk." Martha was crushed. She's so sad. The next day, Martha did not speak. She did not ask for her dinner or to go out. She offered no opinions, but lie quietly beneath the kitchen table. At first, her family enjoyed the silence, but after a while, they became worried. "What's the matter with Martha?" asked Helen. Martha didn't answer. Helen's father called the vet. "There's something wrong with my dog," he said. "She won't say a word." "Is this some kind of joke?" snapped the vet. Helen offered Martha bowl after bowl of alphabet soup, but Martha had lost her appetite for letters. Martha's family wondered if she would ever speak again. Then, one evening, when her family was out, Martha heard the sound of glass breaking. "A burglar!" she gasped. "I better call the police!" She carefully dialed 911. But when she opened her mouth to speak, yip, arf, 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 woof! Martha hadn't eaten a bowl of alphabet soup in days! Martha raced to the kitchen. She barked. She growled. She tried to look furious. Grrr! The robbers terrified. The burglar wasn't frightened, though. He picked up a pot from the stove. "Uh-oh," thought Martha. "It taps. It isn't."
What does the
Huh?
thief look like?
Like that. He looks like a cat burglar. He looks like a cat. "Uh-oh," thought Martha. "It taps for sure." But to her surprise, the burglar put down the pot on the floor in front of her. "Here, doggy," he said. "Have something nice to eat." The burglar smiled as he closed Martha in the kitchen and went back to work. Watch out for my phone. "Dumb dog," he said. "Lucky for me, you like alphabet soup." When Martha's family returned, they found the police removing the burglar from their house. "How did you know he was robbing our house?" asked Helen. "We got a call at the station," said the officer. "Some lady named Martha." The dog called him. "Good dog, Martha!" exclaimed her family. They were so happy. "You are so right." Oh, I said that wrong. "You're so right," said Martha. Now Martha eats a bowl of alphabet soup every day. She learns what to say and when to say it. And sometimes she doesn't say anything at all. At least for a few minutes. Let that be a lesson to you, little ladies. Sometimes it's okay to not talk. All the time. About everything. Did you like that story?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you like the story?
I like the part where he says, "Just shut up."
Just shut up! Of course you did. Out of that whole story, you got just shut up. Excellent. Good night, everybody.
Angry, but I'm sorry. I don't